Hello YouTube, welcome in. I am Deo, your local police cat, and today we are watching Explaining the Nose Ring Theory by the Advocata. Please enjoy.
I got a fun one for you today that I think you're gonna find interesting. Nose ring theory. And I just know that when I say that, half of you are gonna be confused and the other half of you somehow know exactly what I'm talking about, even if you've never heard of it before.
I am the confused one. Yeah, we learned about the nose ring theory in one of the recent videos we were watching, right? The one about the mental health one of and people in the comments said to me that I should search this one up and watch this one. See, I'm reading the recommendations. I am reading stuff. Right. What's a nose ring? Do you know that I think it's called septum piercing? The cow ring? Well, I would say it looks pretty, doesn't it? I don't like piercings to begin with, so I never thought there would be like theory about like a specific kind of piercing.
I will explain everything I've learned about this theory, show you some examples, and then give you my 2 cents on this whole thing. So to take you on the journey that I went down to get here, I'll show you the video that I first saw that introduced me to this whole thing.
So I'm 24 years old, and I've been trying my hand at dating men, specifically, for probably about 5-6 years now, in a serious way. I'm single at the moment. My boyfriend and I just broke up recently, and I have probably dated about like 4 to 5 men, seriously. Keep running into the same issues every single time I date a man, and I've been trying to like really get to the root of what it is. And now I know what you're thinking. You probably have a type. I do not have a type. These men don't know each other. They're not friends. They're not from the same area. They don't look alike. I really do not have a type. The only thing that these men have in common is that they are men. I really have been reflecting a lot and trying to figure out what like the root of all these issues is. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect, but I'm not the reason that any of these relationships ended. One of the main issues that I've come to recognize is that I don't think men are really socialized to know what it means to truly love someone, like love their partner and care for their partner. Obviously, I'm not saying this is all men, but I think it's just not normalized for them to like, I don't know, just like, I guess I don't know how to phrase it. What I'm saying, for example, is that every single one of these men individually has looked me in my eyes and told me that I am the love of their life, I'm the most important person in their life, that they would take a bullet for me, and every single one of them has treated me horribly, okay? I don't know about you, but when I tell somebody they're the love of my life and that they're the person I care about the most, I show it. I'm treating them accordingly. Part of it that really trips me up is that they believe it. They actually believe in their heart that I'm the love of their life and I'm the person they care about the most. I start calling it out. I would be like, you...
I mean, oh my god, I feel bad stopping it already. But I think like, it is just, you know, if you don't act on your feelings, somebody cannot feel them and that's it. I see no correlation to the piercing. It's literally like this. Bro, I'm so sorry about what is going on right now. I feel right now even more clueless than when I started the video.
You do not love me and you do not care about me. Like point blank period. Otherwise you wouldn't be treating me badly. And they will argue and they get genuinely like offended. They get offended. I honestly pity them because I don't think they're socialized to know what that means. And like, I don't know how to get it across in a meaningful way to them. Like they just don't listen. And I'll be like, okay, you wouldn't have done this bad thing to me if you actually loved me in the way that you say you do. Like that is not what love is. That's not what love is. When you love someone, you don't do things to intentionally or even unintentionally hurt them. Why is that considered love to you? I'm just like, I don't know where it's coming from. I honestly pity them because that has to be awful, but like I can't handle it anymore, dude.
So in this video, this girl is describing her troubles with finding a good man. She insists that she doesn't have a type, that none of these men really have anything in common, but for some reason in the end, they always end up treating her horribly. And this led many in the comments to speculate that it must be something about her that is the common denominator. And unfortunately, since it's such a short TikTok video and we don't really get much insight onto...
Yeah, I feel like it was really lacking some specific stuff that they did. Because without it, it sounds like it could be literally whatever. It could be, I don't know, her asking for flowers and not getting them, but it could also be them beating her or something. Like, you know, the entire scale from being emotionally mad that, you know, you ask for something and, I don't know, they didn't take it even into consideration, and them literally abusing you. Like, it's such a huge freaking thing. The entire scale is so huge. I don't know what part of the scale we are right now. Honestly.
Greater parts of her personality, and she's not very open about what her most major flaws are to figure out why she's attracting such mean men or why her relationships are always driven to turmoil. People began to theorize, because it's one of the most noticeable things about her, that it could potentially have to do with the amount of piercings she has. In fact, these two comments right next to each other say, "The piercing theory is so true," with over 700 likes. And again, "Don't know, don't care, nose ring theory," with over 1,200 likes. So you might be wondering, like I did, what about having a bunch of metal in your face would cause someone to treat you poorly? I mean, sure, the style isn't everyone's type, but these men were clearly attracted enough to her to date her, so then what is it that's causing the relationships to not go well? So I decided...
I mean, oh my god. Is it gonna be a weird take? But it's like... Okay, my dating history is, pretty small, to put it simply, okay? It's like... My biggest dating history is asking people on Minecraft in, like, 10 years ago or something, who wants to be my boyfriend times 1 to 3 or something, you know? When I was a kid but still, okay, I believe that even if somebody has a piercing, but you're still attracted to them, but you don't like the piercing, you know, that piercing changed absolutely nothing. It's like, you know, it's their choice to have it, and that's it. I don't know, I feel, I cannot pronounce shit today, I'm sorry, but I feel like a piercing in your face doesn't change who you are. I'm saying it so carefully, like it's the most weird thing I ever said, you know, the most controversial thing or something, and now I'm thinking about it, and it's like, that is the most random and normal thing I could say in that situation.
Decided to look into what these men were referencing when they talked about the piercing theory or the nose ring theory. And this was the top video I found.
Have y'all ever heard of the septum piercing theory? If you have a septum piercing, you may not want to look it up, but I'm always the last person to hear about shit. So, this is common knowledge. It's dead ass. It's actually dead ass.
What?
It says that every person that has a septum piercing makes their trauma their entire personality.
And she agrees? It's dead ass.
Like I said, dead ass.
Damn, straight from the horse's mouth. Or maybe I should say straight from the bull's mouth. You know, because you get it. And if even the person with...
But I'm thinking about it now. I do know a lot of people who have the nose piercing like this. And I'm thinking about it right now. Most of them are normal. But I did knew one girl that was making her trauma her entire personality. That is true. But is it because of the most? Why am I seeing? Why the first message at the chat I'm seeing is no way Deo is thinking? Listen, I'm thinking, okay? Sometimes it does happen. Not often, but sometimes I do think. Yeah, I did only... In my entire life, I knew one girl only that would, you know, like... be the representative of this theory. Other than that one girl, I don't think anybody I know with the nose piercing is like this. Like, most people that I know are getting this kind of piercing because it matches them, you know? Like, they don't get this piercing because of some trauma or shit. They just get it because it matches their face, for example, so it looks pretty on them. So I feel like, you know, even the last girl got it because it was looking pretty on her, and just her personality was like that.
If the nose ring is saying it's true, I mean, there's gotta be something there. And this is just even more hilarious when we take that theory and then reference back to the first video where the girl was making her relationship trauma her entire personality. Okay, that might have been a little reductive. After all, it was just one video. Surely her entire profile isn't like that.
Yo,
Yeah.
you guys never told me how cool it is to have a dad. Like,
What?
this is a secret that's been kept from me, okay?
What?
I grew up with 3 moms. My mommy issues are off the charts.
Okay, sure. I mean, so maybe she doesn't have a dad.
I was trying to defend her! I was thinking, yeah, it was just one video! Bro! I cannot even defend it now. I mean, okay, maybe it was 2 random videos, okay? Guys, listen. One time doesn't mean anything, right? 2 times could be still an accident, okay? But 3 times... Well, the thing is, do you know any person like that without nose piercing? Actually, yes, I do. Actually, yes, I know a lot of people who are like this and making, you know, like one thing their entire personality without a nose piercing.
And has a ton of self-proclaimed mommy issues, but that doesn't mean trauma's her entire personality.
I have psoriasis. Not like a little psoriasis, like all over my entire body. When I tell you, my whole body looks like this.
Okay, so she has a bit of medical trauma too, but I mean, there's more to her.
Nothing normal can ever happen to me. I think I attract chaos.
Okay, so attracting chaos, it might be a little red flag, but I mean, there's gotta be something normal here.
Not to be a man-hater or anything. Actually, no, fully to be a man-hater. Fully to be a man-hater.
Nah, bro, you cannot start a video with... not to be a man-hater, but... You know, I wanna be as respectful as I can, but... No, bro, no! Bro, I'm so sorry, but what is going on with internet people? Are you guys okay in America? Seriously. Are you guys okay? I'm sorry, I'm asking this not for the sake of, you know, like, being funny, but like, seriously, are you guys doing okay? We are not, no. Oh my god. No. I mean, you know what's even the funny? Because I do feel like here, this kind of nose piercing is just some kind of aesthetic choice that people make. They don't really put any like specific meaning into it. Usually they're a bit more alt. Most of my friends are really alternative when it comes to fashion, okay? They are a bit more alt. So they decide, oh yeah, it matches them really well, and that's why they get this kind of piercing. And now I feel like I'm discovering the entire other world, you know? Like, wow. Wow.
Oh, okay, I guess she also just doesn't like men. I mean, you could have brought that up when you were theorizing on why your relationships with men might be going poorly. I'm starting to connect the dots. Now, when I first started looking into nose ring theory, I didn't think that I would take it seriously at all. I thought it would just be a good laugh. But the more I looked into it, the more I think that it might actually hold some weight, because I did find quite a number of studies that have strong correlations between individuals with a lot of piercings and tattoos and how they are perceived and who they attract. This study seems to indicate that people with piercings and tattoos scored significantly higher than those without for sensation-seeking and risk-taking behaviors. This other study that I found seems to indicate that people with piercings and tattoos, specifically women, scored significantly higher for extroversion and assertiveness, meaning they are more aggressive socially. This study that I found in Psychology Today examines how people with tattoos and piercings are perceived, and the most popular finding was that they are perceived to be more sexually promiscuous, and that they
Does it mean the hottest they are, the craziest they are? I think I remember seeing a graph like this back in the day, honestly. It was like, I think, you know, the hottest she is, the more crazy she is, or something. It was back in the day. I think I saw it the first time at the Pepezilla videos. But is it this way, honestly, guys? Is it like that? I'm thinking right now of the girls I know. I mean, everything that is hella hot is now associated with being crazy.
they tend to attract people who are looking for more casual relationships than serious ones. And many other studies seem to point to people with piercings and tattoos having higher correlations with impulsivity and more experience with trauma and adversity. This study from BMC Psychology seemed to find a strong correlation between body modifications and people who experienced childhood abuse and neglect. And this one really stood out to me. This one found a notable prevalence of individuals with a high number of body modifications and borderline personality disorder. Now, this is not to say that individuals with
I mean, I do kind of think I get it. Because, for example, in my opinion, tattoos are either for the people who really specifically know what they want. For example, you know, people who thought about specific tattoo their entire life and they want to get it and they know they wanted it for years. Or tattoos and this kind of stuff are for people who literally don't give a fuck. Because if you're somewhere in between, you give a fuck about what you want to have like on your body as a tattoo, but at the same time, you're not really sure what you want to get. I would say there's a high chance you would regret something. That's why I'm not getting tattoos, because there's so many tattoos I would love to get, but I know I know what tattoos I would like. But at the same time, I know that I like too much art in general. So the moment I would get a tattoo, I would regret it, because I would be like, oh, I could get this one instead. Or next year, I would just, you know, do something and would be like, I would love to have this tattooed in this specific place, but this place is already taken on my body. Something like this. You would be a human painting? Yeah, literally. That's why I'm not getting tattoos. Because I know at the same time I would be sad that they would be so much better ones I could have got. But it is what it is. It is what it is.
piercings and tattoos are all degenerate problem children undeserving of love. I myself have a belly button piercing and an entire side piece, and I find myself to be pretty well adjusted and have had a lot of success in my relationships.
Yeah.
But it does beg the question, could there be any legitimacy to the nose ring theory, or is it mostly just something that jerks shout at people they disagree with online when they happen to have a nose ring? My ultimate conclusion? Probably both. Obviously, even with all of these studies and research papers, you're never going to be able to make a correct, sweeping blanket generalization about every one kind of person who looks a certain way. In the case of the first video we watched, where the girl is describing her issues with relationships with men, we know that people did at least initially find her very attractive, as she even cites at the end of the video that I cut off that both men and women have described completely falling in love with her. And when I first listened to her story, I wasn't even making any judgments about her physical appearance. I was truly waiting for the other shoe to drop of when she was going to describe some consistent patterns of behavior that might lead to all of this correlation. correlation. In her case, I definitely think that being a vocal man-hater was probably the linchpin in the disruption in her relationships with men, but certainly not all women with piercings and tattoos feel that way. In fact, here are some examples of super
I'm so sorry, but why there's so many men haters? Like, where does this come from? Bro, I didn't thought that as a Polish person I will have a culture. I cannot pronounce culture shock. I was like, yeah, we are Polish. We live in Europe, right? We are the same as everybody, right? There will be no shock culture or something. There's nothing that's shocking, right? And then I'm hearing that there's so many men haters, and I'm like, where does this come from, bro? Where? Oh no, but I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Wait, do we have something like this in a Polish way? Like, do we have like Polish men haters? We definitely do have some, right? Recently. But I think like, I really feel like Polish men hating is more of taking every really bad joke but turning them around, okay? Because for the context, like in Polish culture, there's really a lot of saying for stuff like, oh, you should beat your wife so she can stay healthy, etc., etc. And Polish men haters are usually just like the woman who would be like saying exactly the same jokes, but about husbands, and that's it. From what I saw, okay? From what I saw. Like, literally. Biggest man hater is teściowa. Oh, who is even teściowa? Mother-in-law. Yeah, teściowa is mother-in-law. They always do that men because she does not see all the men hate. I mean, I didn't pay attention to it, you know? From the US, so it's funny hearing how life is outside of here. I mean, listen, I feel like if I would say to you guys random sayings that we have here, you would also have some kind of like random cultural shock. Like if I would say to you that it's like a meme saying at this point, stuff like jak się żony nie bije, to jej wątroba gnije. If you don't beat your wife, her liver is rotting. Like we have sayings like this, you know? I feel like every time I'm talking with somebody on the call, okay, with like other VTubers friends that are not from Poland, and they hear me saying stuff like this, they always reprimand me saying, no, don't say shit like this on stream. That is a no. I'm sorry I turned it into talk about Poland. I'm so freaking sorry. I'm so sorry. I need to hold my horses. I'm always like starting this way. I'm so sorry.
Pierced and tattooed girls in very happy relationships with men.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah. Oh, she's gorgeous. I love goth people. Hell yeah. I love it.
Please. Also, it's so funny how they always go for the nerdy gamer guys. But this is what makes the nose ring theory so complex, because if the first video were to be enough to prove that it's accurate, then all of these other videos should be enough to disprove it, right? At the end of the day, the nose ring theory is just that. A theory. An idea worth discussing. Is it true?
Bro, I'm gonna fucking say it once again, but I feel like all of this kind of shit, like theories, are coming from TikTok. It is what it is. But the moment I remember, for some time in my life, I was so like randomly scrolling on TikTok a lot. And every day there was a new theory. The orange theory, the pomegranate theory, the shit your pants theory or something. Like, all of this shit comes from TikTok. And oh my god. I feel sad, you know, kinda, that now it's going everywhere. And this kind of shit theories.
true that people with a lot of tattoos and piercings tend to be a bit more rebellious, chaotic, and traumatized? Yeah, probably, but does it make them inherently undateable? No. Some of them are. Some of them are absolutely undateable, but not all of them. As with most things, it's a case-by-case scenario, and it's always more important to pay attention to how a person behaves or what they believe in than it is to try and find secret clues in how they look or dress. Anyway, that has been my analysis on nose ring theory. If you liked my coverage, please drop a like on the video, consider subscribing. We are so close to the big 500,000, the big 500,000 subscribers, and drop any
when I'm seeing it, she reached it. She has 600,000. See?
comments that
and
you
I do
have on the subject down below, because that also helps boost me in the algorithm and grow my channel. And if you want even more from me than you can find here, consider joining my Patreon at patreon.com/thedadvocate for early access to my videos, exclusive content, and exclusive merch that you can't get anywhere else. Thank you so much for watching all the way until the very end. I will catch you in the next one. Until soon.
Yay! When Nada wrote on the chat, invent your own theory, the Dow theory. What would the Dow theory be? Like, elaborate. What would even be a Dow theory? Would it be something like, the more you drink, the more people can understand you theory or something? And joke's on you, because actually, if I remember right, on the last IG Nobles, is that how you pronounce it? IG Nobles? There was actually one award for this specific kind of study where they were feeding, I think, students alcohol, and it was basically like a small research that, yeah, after alcohol, you do speak better in foreign languages that you know. Because it takes away like a tiny bit of, like stress or something from speaking other languages. So there is a theory like this already, okay? That could not be my theory, it is what it is. But guys, thank you for watching this one with me. I learned what the nose ring theory is. Do I believe in it? No, but I'm still gonna use it in the future. I'm gonna use it in the future. I feel like sometimes it is really, sometimes it is definitely true, but only sometimes, right? Like with everything. So thank you guys for watching this one with me. Thank you.